Right, Olu is a test manager based in Brussels, in Belgium. Thanks, Olu. He just asked us if we always get a budget from our customers for contract roles, or do they tend to work off what the market is saying? What's your view on that?
Very much varies. Some customers will very much have a rate card that they're quite rigid about and is quite specific. Others will want to work on almost like a bid type scenario, so each application is almost treated like a bid, which is a little bit more open to market rates. So it really depends. Difficult to say. I mean, it's very client specific, really.
Absolutely, and Ollie, you could have the same customer looking for the same resource where it may be via different channels and different entry points into the organisation. So there could be people using a rate card, there could be consultancy or vendor partners. So it really does vary. So it's difficult almost on a case by case basis, where we might pick up a role from our existing customer base or from a new customer, and sometimes we're going for those that are either a bid. So as I think Mark said, it's very difficult to give a firm answer on that one.
Yeah, and one thing I would say is just try and be very specific with regards to the rates that's required from the very start. It's very difficult to go up once an application has been made, but very easy for the client to come down. So just be quite specific and do a bit of research around it at that initial stage.
The other thing I'd say, Olu, is and it's quite an important factor, and just thinking about what as a candidate needs to factor in. If you're a contractor, of course, over the years, the main things that you're thinking about is your living costs and your living expenses, which obviously vary depending on the role and the location of the role, and of course your taxes. So what are you going to get as your net retention in your pocket? So if you're having to travel over to a different city or a different country, you've got additional accommodation costs, you've got a different travel cost, car, train, plane. And you've got to then vary in the factors of your tax in that local country. These can also influence the rate, and it might influence the budget that we get from the customer if the customer's open for having the best person to do the job rather than just the person who's available in the local market.
Yeah, absolutely.